What is up, everyone? My name's Brenner. Welcome to my channel. This is Mr. Liquor Sipper, and today I have something pretty cool. I have seen this bottle around quite a bit, and I finally was like, you know what? Today is the day, which was literally today, that we're going to be doing a review over Uncle Nearest 1884. This is the small batch whiskey. If you have never tasted this, or maybe you're just wanting to stick around to see the antics, then let's find out. Is this a sipper or a skipper, or are you just watching for fun? I don't know. Anyway, stay tuned, let's find out. Let's go. Alright everyone, so we're gonna do something a little bit different. Normally I go first and I do all the information up front, but what I have seen is that there's a bunch of assholes that are out there, and for whatever reason they say,
"Oh, it took you 12 minutes to tell us if this was a good bottle to drink?"
Okay, so the reason why is because I like to give information before I do the sipping. We're gonna try something a little backwards. So first I'm gonna give you a quick, this is a classification of whiskey. Okay, wow, that's good old whiskey. All right, the company is Nearest Green Distillery, Distillery again, Nearest Green Distillery. Release date is something that is ongoing, and this comes in at a proof of 93, even though, you know, we like to keep it 100 proof. The age, it is coming in at a rough estimate between the 4 to 5 year mark, according to the company themselves. And unfortunately, there's not a lot of information about the mash bill because that is undisclosed, like a phantom. So maybe in some years they may disclose something like that. The color is actually very beautiful copper color. It looks like if this was from a distance and this bottle had some type of texture to it, like gills maybe, it might look like this bottle was filled up with a bunch of pennies. MSRP for this, I personally purchased this in New Mexico, Albuquerque to be exact, okay, for $45 roughly. So for all the jerk-offs that are out there, jizz in my pants, okay, I might be off a few dollars, so I don't want to hurt your feelings or anything, but if I did, then fuck off. Okay, so now that we got all that out of the way, oh, if I'm being a little hyper aggressive, I don't know what it is. Maybe I had a little too much tequila. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. We didn't drink any tequila. Okay? I didn't drink any tequila, guys. Relax. We're gonna go into the real stuff because we all know the truth is in the nice mojo of the whiskey, because it is, after all, the water of life. Now, let me get my handy dandy knife and do this. You know, I've started to become a little bit of a stickler when it comes to these things, because originally I would just pull the top right off, kind of like in bed, and you know, then I had the shit everywhere, like the tags or the sticky shit that was everywhere. Wasn't really a fan of that, so we're trying to do things a little bit more elegant, okay? We're gonna do things nice. So I'm gonna reach around your back and I'm gonna slowly unclip the bra. Oops, that was your panties. All right, so we're gonna do a nice little pour here, roughly 2 ounces. What if I just kept going? Would you guys think I was an alcoholic then? Or would you guys just say, I'm a fun-loving bourbon lover. I sleep with my whiskey in the bed. Do I have a problem? Yes. Yes, you might have a problem. Don't tell me that you don't. If any of you, I'm just kidding, yeah, you shouldn't do that. You should just check yourself in somewhere if you're doing that. All right, let's put the bottle out here all pleasant. Gonna have this here. All right, so as I said, we're gonna cut straight to the chase here, and we're just gonna jump straight into Nosing for Newbies. Now, Uncle Nearest, let's do some swirls for the girls, and some twisters for the misters. And And let's see what kind of crazy antics this man was into. Let's see. Uncle Nearest, you freak. Smells like KY jelly mixed with Viagra, syphilis, and too much of a good time. It also smells like someone sexually abused a cucumber. Well, she did say she was a vegetarian. But I didn't understand. Now I do. So, it's just a weird type of vegetarian. She also is into zucchini. Also smells like doctor's gloves after a long morning's colonoscopy. Shit. There's also some odd, strange undertones of, like a douchebag, but not a person that wears like half a bottle of cologne to the club for the first time in like 10 years, you know? It's more like literally a douchebag, but maybe a little cowboy douchey, so slightly Stetson. Woo! That'll wake you up. Hey, do I smell good? No, you're under arrest for a DUI. But I haven't been drinking, it's my cologne. I wonder if that's ever happened. Okay, so I'm gonna be real with you guys. Really doing the nosing for newbies here, and straight off the nose, I wasn't getting a lot of complexity to this, so I wouldn't be surprised if this is just, you know, for the price point, it could be good. If you're looking for the more bodied, as far as the nose is concerned, I don't smell a lot of it. I do get, however, more like a French vanilla ice cream or like a French vanilla like creamer that you would put in your coffee in the morning. And then I get some melted caramel. So let's say that you had that bowl of beautiful, sensual ice cream, whatever your favorite ice cream is. Might be Brewers. No, I like Bluebell myself, Texas boy, so we like our Brewers, or I mean our, okay, well you screwed that one up. We like our Bluebell. But I do definitely get the French vanilla ice cream or some type of French vanilla that is in there, the melted caramel that's on top of that ice cream if it was in fact ice cream. And then I get maybe some mixed berries thrown in there to liven it up, you know, because you know, you gotta keep it a little bit healthy, right? So if it's a bunch of sugar and alcohol and you throw berries in it, then it's healthy again. Also the light oak, because you know you always want to get into the wilderness. So there's definitely some light oakiness that is in there, but it's a nice balance. It's like barky, cinnamon-ish. If you guys didn't know, cinnamon actually is created from bark. So, but the cinnamon is so subtle and slight. It's not one of your stronger like cinnamon toast crunch or like your Texas Roadhouse cinnamon. It's just a light, delicate, like a on top there to kind of lighten it up. Now let's go to the palate. What a pleasantly weird and odd experience. Uncle Nearest, why did you touch me there? Michael Jackson? No, it's actually pleasantly smooth. Very nice. It actually handles, if this was a fucking car, it actually handles like it's a 80 proof, probably. It's super smooth. All right, from the palate here, I get light brown sugar, as in actual light brown sugar, not like I only put a little bit of brown sugar, and it's literally the light brown sugar. You have darker brown sugar, light brown sugar, that's in there. So it's not overly consuming. Then you definitely get some walnut, and as I stated earlier, there is some light cinnamon that is kind of doused in there. It is like I was trying to explain, it's a light to medium mouthful, so it's not very thin. You can't see the legs on this. Normally you can kind of tell from the legs, and I'm not going to get overly complex with this because this is something I'm still learning, but if you look at the legs, if it's a little bit more runny, you can kind of tell if it's going to be a thinner profile when it hits the lips. or saturates the mouth. You're gonna be able to tell just from looking at it. However, if that's something that you're into, cool, you can look at it all you want. I prefer to drink it, but that is one way to kind of tell how thickly the actual whatever the juice is that's inside the bottle, the particular bottle that you're drinking, is going to be. On the finish, it has a leathery but nice spice that comes with it, and it's kind of short and simple, lingering. There's not a lot of heat to it. I'm kind of a little bit disappointed in the end as far as the back end. I like something that kind of lasts a little bit longer. Some of you may not. I tend to appreciate more of the aftertaste because it's the aftertaste that I think I start to pull a lot of those flavor profiles from, which for whatever reason helps me to enjoy that more, because I'm able, I guess, to pick out those things that make up the deliciousness or maybe how terrible something is. So the longer, and I think this could be, it could be me, but maybe you guys comment down below and let me know. But for me, the linger is what actually is, it helps me with that flavor profile. I can pick up more flavors. Other than that, for Uncle Nearest, I know that there is another bottle of Uncle Nearest. I didn't pick up that one, so at some point in the near future, we'll do a review over that one as well. Maybe do a little compare and contrast. But this will be a definite sipper, especially for the price point. I thoroughly enjoy it. I've been having some home runs lately. One of the last bad bottles that I had was actually the Elijah Craig rye that I wasn't too fond of. I don't know, maybe you guys like it, let me know. Now we're gonna do something that I was doing initially before. We're just gonna go straight into some of the knowledge about this bottle of Uncle Nearest. I gotta do this. So I understand, like, especially nowadays, there's so many different sourced whiskeys. There happens to be, well, this so happens to be a sourced whiskey, but it's received a lot of attention from the award community, which makes their future all the more interesting with their latest announcements. In 2022, this year, Uncle Nearest's brand will see a refresh, which includes new labels, but more importantly, their whiskey is now 100% distilled, aged, and bottled by Uncle Nearest themselves. Further, their whiskey began aging in 2017, making this at least 4 years old, but the change in distillate could result in a rather dramatic transformation for the brand, both in appearance and potentially the taste. Alright guys, that's gonna close out the day today. I appreciate, oh wait a minute. Nope, that's it. Alright guys, that's gonna, wait a minute. Alright everyone, so that's going to close out this review for today. I appreciate everyone jumping into the glass with me, sipping on some information. Don't forget, well, when I release this, it will be Friday, so it'll be tomorrow, and it's Friday, so you guys gotta enjoy your Friday. Do a little sipping, do a little enjoying, spend some time with the family, whatever the case is. Call in sick, don't go to work, and stay home and bang the wife. Or if you're girls, stay home and bang the husband. Or if you're anything in between, you can just like flip those and do whatever y'all do. So, all that being said, seriously, I appreciate everyone here that has been supporting the channel. It's growing very rapidly. The goal is to become the #1 whiskey YouTube channel on YouTube. And with your guys' help, we can make it happen. With that being said, tell your friends, tell your homies, tell your enemies, tell your cats, tell your dogs, tell everyone in between all about Mr. Liquor Sipper. Hit that like button, hit the subscribe button, leave a comment. 3 cheers for Sweet Revenge. I think that's actually an album title, but anyways, anywheres, underwears. Cheers, and keep on sipping.